Turns out Russell Westbrook's time in the NBA might just be cut short. His mistakes have been piling up, and it looks like they aren't going away anytime soon. Westbrook has achieved numerous feats in his career, so maybe this is just another obstacle that he has to face, but only time will tell. In the past 3 years, Russell Westbrook has been switching teams in the NBA. After spending 11 years in Oklahoma, he got traded to the Houston Rockets, then the Washington Wizards, and finally the LA Lakers. The Lakers tried to move him again, but it didn't work out. Last season, Westbrook didn't play well to the point that it was his worst performance in more than 10 years. The crowd at the arena even booed him multiple times. Some people think he might not be doing as well as before, and being with the Lakers made it more obvious. When the Clippers made the move to get James Harden, it turned out to be a bit of a mess. They ended up losing 4 consecutive games, including one to the struggling Grizzlies by 1-8. Ty L, the Clippers' coach, initially mentioned giving Harden 10 games before deciding on any major changes. However, after going 0-5, they decided to switch things up. Enter Russell Westbrook, who was sent to the bench. Reports suggest it might have been Russ's idea, but some might think it was just to protect his reputation. Being a superstar benched by both the Lakers and the Clippers isn't a great look. No matter how it unfolded, this decision has been seen as a major blow to Russ's career. The Clippers managed to secure their first victory with Russ on the bench. In that game, Alperen Şengün drove past Ivica Zubac, putting the Rockets up by 5. Jalen Green attempted a crucial move, aiming for the dagger, but Paul George blocked him. George swiftly passed, leading to a score in transition. With the game tied and just 10 seconds left, James Harden stepped back, hitting a game-winning shot with an additional free throw. This marked the Clippers' first win since the significant trade. The media naturally wanted to ask Russ about his feelings watching from the bench. Surprisingly, he was nowhere to be found. Since Russ was benched in mid-November, the Clippers have only lost 2 games. Despite this, Russ has consistently avoided the media. On the other hand, he's engaged with fans, and not in a positive way. After the Clippers lost to Denver, missing key players Jokic and Jamal Murray, Russ got into an altercation with a fan in the stands. It seems Russ is particularly sensitive when things don't go his way, and currently he appears to be fading into the background. He might be avoiding media scrutiny, but his clashes with fans and the team's decision to bench him have raised questions about his current situation. It seems like Westbrook doesn't quite fit in with the Lakers. His weaknesses are standing out more than ever, so he's been on a bit of a roller coaster in recent times, moving from one team to another and facing challenges, especially with the Lakers. In the podcast The Odd Couple, Chris Broussard is telling young fans not to forget how great Russell Westbrook has been, even though he's facing some challenges lately. Broussard is saying, for all those young people out there, do not let this ruin your perception of Russell Westbrook in these last seasons of his career. It didn't ruin Allen Iverson's legacy, don't let it ruin Russell Westbrook's. Using the word ruin might be a bit strong, but Westbrook, a 9-time All-Star, has been getting a lot of harsh criticism. A big reason for that is his not-so-good performance, and some say he's not admitting when he makes mistakes. Ever since he started playing for the LA Lakers, people have been quick to criticize him. Fans have this mentality of focusing on what have you done for me lately, which is okay in many ways, but in Westbrook's case, it's kind of overshadowed all the good things he's done throughout his career. It's like people are forgetting about his achievements because of recent struggles. So Broussard is urging young fans to remember Westbrook's greatness and not let the recent tough times define his entire career. He even went on to remind them that every player goes through ups and downs, and sometimes the negativity can cloud the positive things they've accomplished. Westbrook might be having a challenging period, but that shouldn't erase the incredible career he's had in the NBA. Recently, people have been comparing Russell Westbrook to the legendary Allen Iverson, especially because of Westbrook's challenges on the court. In the last 2 seasons, Westbrook's stats weren't as good as before, including scoring 16.2 points, 2.4 rebounds, 4.7 assists, and 1.3 steals per game. Allen Iverson also went through a similar phase in the later part of his career, eventually playing for the Turkish team Besiktas. But before Iverson's performance dropped, he was exceptional, scoring 27.9 points, 3.9 rebounds, 6.2 assists, and 2.3 steals per game. At his peak, they called him the answer. Iverson won the MVP award, was a 5-time scoring champ, and stood out as one of the most charismatic players in the game. Fans often remember Iverson for moments like embarrassing Michael Jordan with a crazy crossover and fearlessly taking on the Shaq-Kobe Lakers. The hope for Westbrook is that even if he continues to face difficulties, people won't forget his incredible achievements. Sometimes, a tough phase doesn't erase all the greatness a player has shown over the years. Despite the current friendly vibe between Patrick Beverley and Russell Westbrook, many basketball analysts don't think it's fooling anyone about Westbrook's future with the Los Angeles Lakers. Pat, Bev, and Russ are trying to show that their past feud is over, and they want to claim the Lakers' backcourt as their own. Brian Windhorst shares that the Lakers are basically doing their best in a situation that could have been worse. He doesn't believe the Lakers truly think this Westbrook arrangement is going to work out. They might be saying positive things to keep a positive attitude, but deep down, they know a trade for Westbrook that makes sense for them isn't easy right now. Windhorst suggests that if a better option comes up, especially around next year's trade deadline, the Lakers might not waste time in moving Westbrook. By that time, more than half of Westbrook's huge $47 million salary would have been paid. This could open up more trade possibilities for the Lakers. Let's rewind to last year's playoffs where Russell Westbrook faced a significant change. His playing time dropped from 39 minutes a game to 34 before the trade for James Harden. After that, it continued to decrease. In his fourth game coming off the bench, Russ only played for 14 minutes. That's the same playing time as some random role player, not someone who used to be a most valuable player. Surprisingly, Russ is now considered a minimum contract role player, making less money than players like Moses Moody or Ricky Rubio. To add to that, Reggie Jackson, who played exceptionally well the other game, is earning more than Russ. The reason behind this change is James Harden. Both Russell Westbrook and James Harden are well-known players, and fans believe they could be even better if they focused on defense or adapted their playing styles. However, there comes a point when you have to face reality. The reality for the LA Clippers is that they prefer having James Harden over Russell Westbrook. But just a month ago, Russ was considered their go-to guy. Reflecting on last year's playoffs, the Clippers surprised everyone by winning the first game against Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns on the road. A crucial moment came from Russ, who made a decisive block on Devin Booker, securing the win. He managed to knock the ball off Booker, ensuring the Clippers retained possession. This unexpected move was vital. Although Phoenix tied the series in the second game, things took a turn when Kawhi Leonard got injured. Suddenly, Russ found himself leading the charge in the third game. With a minute and a half left, it was a tight 3-point game. Russ almost single-handedly challenged KD, Booker, and CP3. After the series, they asked Russ about his future with the Clippers.
There was a lot of uncertainty from both sides when you joined about what your role might be, how it would kind of work out. When did that kind of weight off your shoulder, the peace of mind aspect kind of kick in? You were like, all right, I can be me. I don't have to worry about this happening here, there, all that. When did that kind of weight lift off your shoulders?
Once I got traded, immediately, to be honest, from that moment, mentally, I was in a better place.
A little dig at the Lakers. Nicely put. So the current situation with Westbrook and the Lakers might not be a long-term plan. If things don't work out, the Lakers could explore other options. They're definitely keeping their eyes open for a better opportunity down the road, and analysts seem to agree that a trade involving Westbrook might be on the horizon, especially if a more favorable situation arises. And there ends the video, guys. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay updated. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.